at noon. CBS47 Action News Jax begins with breaking news.
A 16-year-old now wanted for a shooting at a popular skate park. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Phil Amato.
And I'm Dawn Mopaz. Action News Jax showed you this video Friday of what appeared to be a group of kids fighting at a skate park. This is in Jacksonville Beach right before a shot was fired. Action News Jax Elizabeth Pace is live right now at the South Beach Skate Park right now. And Beth, police just identified the wanted teenager who's facing some serious charges in that violent video.
That's right. The 16-year-old could be charged with a felony because of his possible involvement in a shooting that happened right here at this skate park. Now, even on a Monday afternoon, it's a popular skate park. We've seen people out here for the past half hour. Parents are out here with their kids. But it wasn't this family atmosphere on Friday. Friday morning, police say someone was shot here in the arm, and they believe Lyndall Brooks could be involved. This is a picture that Jacksonville Beach police gave us. They say he could be charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon for his possible involvement in the shooting. Action News Jax first reported this shooting Friday. Police say someone was shot in the arm around 11:15 in the morning and is expected to survive. And now we have some more of that cell phone video taken around the same time of this shooting. It shows 5 people who looks like they're fighting. One hits another one with a skateboard. I've reached out to police to learn if any of these people could be Brooks. And again, we're out here at this skate park right now. Soon we're going to be talking to some of the guys out here to see if they were maybe here on Friday. If you happen to see Brooks or know where he could be, police are asking you to call them. Reporting live in Jax Beach, Elizabeth Pace, CBS 47, Action News Jax.
In the meantime, be sure to download the Action News Jax mobile app. We'll be sure to alert you as soon as we learn more on the story. All you have to do is search Action News Jax in your app store. It's free.
Some local parents tell Action News Jax they are stunned this noon. They were blindsided by the sudden closure of their daycare and now are scrambling to find a new place to enroll their kids.
We brought it to you live as it was happening on Action News Jax this morning. We showed you families trying to drop their children off at Creative Minds Academy only to find the doors locked. Action News Jax's live complete team coverage right now this noon. We start with Action News Jax Beth Russo live at that location on Old St. Augustine Road, Beth. And you've been talking with a teacher who says that she's out of a job with no warning.
And you can see the sign posted outside the school that says now enrolling. The teacher tells me she knew that numbers were down, but she never thought it would be so bad that they would permanently close these doors. The teacher says that she is just as surprised this morning as parents are. The lights are off and the doors are locked at Creative Minds Academy's Old St. Augustine Road location.
As of tomorrow, Monday, 11/4/19, the school is closed.
This is Shawnee Moss's first time reading the message the school sent out to parents via app Sunday afternoon. The single mom didn't get the memo before trying to drop her daughter off on the way to work, and she wasn't the only one.
Even if they told us Friday, if it was something that was instant, that I had the weekend to kind of get it together or prepare.
I went to the school's other location on Deerwood Park Boulevard. I found other parents facing the same problem. So is the staff.
Like, what am I going to do for money?
Megan McCullum, who's 32 weeks pregnant, tells me she heard from a fellow teacher late Sunday. She says parents prepaid tuition Wednesday and she should be getting another paycheck, but doesn't know when they'll see any of that money.
That's wrong for not saying anything to anybody.
I emailed, called, and attempted to leave messages with the owner and director. So far, I haven't heard back, leaving McCullum, Moss, and other parents in a mess.
It's just going to be feet to the ground and just look for another daycare.
In the message, the administration specifically asked parents and staff not to reach out to them, but we are continuing to track them down. In the meantime, McCullough tells me that there were some very specific warning signs that she noticed on Friday that she now knows likely were indicating the shutdown. We'll have that all new on Action News Jax at 5. We're live this afternoon. Beth Russo, Action News Jax.
Our team coverage continues now with Action News Jax Letitia Barriola live in the studio. And Tish, you looked into the daycare's past state inspections. What did you find?
Yeah, just like I do for my Action News Jax Kid Care report every week for local child care centers. So here's what I found for Creative Minds Academy. The last state inspection for both Creative Minds Academy locations was July of this year. The Durban location had a Class 2 violation in July. That's the second most serious violation with DCF and could pose a threat to the kids. kids. Now, DCF said the surface beneath a portion of the playground, or the fall zone as they call it, wasn't resilient enough for kids. Now, in the Deerwoods inspection in July, it had 2 Class 3 violations. That's the least serious according to the state. Now, that was for background check and training issues with employees. Both centers got back in compliance during the follow-up visit from the state. On Action News Jax at 5, I found out there was another Creative Minds Academy location in Florida that closed down earlier this year. It now has a new owner, a new name. Why they say it's closing wasn't anything like the shutdown in Jacksonville. In the studio, Letitia Barriola, CBS 47 Action News Jax.
Sky Action News Jax giving you this overhead view of an early morning fire put out by JFRD. Firefighters say it happened at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. That's Imison Road. Action News Jax is talking to investigators now to learn what caused that fire and if anyone was hurt.
The former JTA bus driver accused of dragging a local mother to her death just told the courts he's not guilty. Last month, Action News Jax first reported when Jean Silney, seen here, was charged in the death of Jeannie Rosar. Prosecutors say that in June, Silney closed the door and the victim's arm got stuck in it. In that door, he sped off after an argument, they say. In July, an Action News Jax investigation revealed that Silney was one of 2 JTA operators to get his job back after being fired. We found Silney had been written up by supervisors for being rude to a customer in 2011 and for hitting a bicyclist in 2013. He also nearly ran over a supervisor, according to a document last December. That incident, though, got him fired, but the Union for Drivers helped him get reinstated in January.
Officials in Clearwater, Florida are considering banning the over-the-counter substance called Kratom. That plant is marketed as a painkiller, mood lifter, and energy booster. Supporters also say it can help wean patients off opioids. However, the FDA wants it banned nationwide, saying Kratom may be linked to 44 deaths across the country. It's banned in Washington, D.C. and in 6 states, but is only banned in Sarasota in Florida. Action News Jax told you back in April when St. Johns County leaders tabled a push to ban Kratom over the FDA's warning it could have similar addictive properties as opioids. They ultimately voted to defer to the state. New at noon, an illegal charter operation shut down near Metropolitan Park downtown by the U.S. Coast Guard. This is a new picture of the seizure that happened Saturday morning. 22 passengers were on board that boat. Guardsmen say the boat was in multiple violations, so their voyage was terminated.
More than 80 sailors are returning home today to their families. The Helicopter Maritime Strike Squadron 46 has been deployed now for 7 months, but they're coming home now. While deployed, we're told that those sailors provided anti-surface and submarine protection. They'll arrive around 2 o'clock this afternoon, so just a couple of hours away still. You can count on Action News Jax to be there. We'll bring you the latest on air and online.
Action News Jax is your official station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's take a live look now at TIAA Bank Field, where the Jags are entering a much-needed bye week after suffering that tough loss yesterday against the Houston Texans in London.
Minshew over the middle, throws too high, and it's intercepted. Oh, gosh. Taking the ball's loose. Minshew with a second chance, and this one's launched too high again. You go, Gardner Minshew. And the ball gets knocked loose.
Oh, and that was all she wrote for quarterback Gardner Minshew, number 15, turning the ball over 4 times in the 4th quarter alone. A positive note, though, he did throw for over 300 yards, but that wasn't enough. We have a live poll right now asking you, who you think should start as quarterback? Should the Jags keep Gardner Minshew or start Nick Foles, who will be back from an injury here in a couple of weeks? You can join the conversation on actionnewsjax.com. Right now, it's almost split down the middle with a little more people saying that they should switch to Foles. Come out to show your Jags pride tonight with Action Sports Jax team at Top Golf. They'll break down the team's loss against the Texans and look ahead to their next matchup against the Colts. That's tonight at 7. You can also watch live on CBS 47.
Covering St. Johns County now, where parents are pressing for safer changes. This comes after we told you over the weekend 2 teens were hurt in a golf cart crash. Investigators say that both teens were rushed to the hospital. Parents want to see stricter rules concerning golf carts, and they want the state to raise the driving age for these carts from 14 to 16.
Covering Columbia County now, where Action News Jax is learning a former Lake City teacher will never teach again. An investigation revealed Yesenia Gallardo, a Spanish teacher at Lake City Middle School, talked about her sex life in graphic detail. The report says she also tried to throw holy oil on her co-workers and said she was related to Jesus. We reached out to her to get her side of the story. She did not respond.
A popular landmark in Jacksonville Beach is officially shut down. Action News Jax told you about this over the weekend, about the abrupt closure of the Beach Bowl bowling alley. Many of us have spent lots of time there. Owner Miles Batts said ultimately the landlord wants to use the property for something else. This comes after a long 3-year battle. Now, there's a small glimmer of hope, he tells us, in one final court hearing this week, but the owner says that he doubts it's overturned.
I was just more annoyed that why'd you even take it? It was just on Wednesday and then you closed 2 days or 3 days later, so that doesn't make any sense to me.
There's some folks who want their money back for their bowling league, for example, or birthday parties there at Beach Bowl. Many of you want to know, what should you do if you have an event booked there? Well, the family is asking you to go to the West Side location. That's Family Fun Center. You can also opt for a full refund of your deposit. Anyone in a league will also get a full refund if you paid in advance. And if you have items in one of those lockers there, you can stop by sometime this week to pick them up.
Well, students at UNF could soon join the workforce soon. It's thanks to MedNex, the nation's first ever university-based healthcare network. UNF is requesting $12 million from the state to fund the program, which would bring together schools and healthcare organizations. Right now, all UNF needs is approval from Governor Ron DeSantis before it can start. Well, get your resumes ready because the security company Allied Universal will host a hiring event today. It's underway right now until 6 o'clock at their office on Belfort Road. The address right there on your screen. All you need to do is have a high school diploma and be over 18 years old to apply.
From the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Corey Sima. Looks like rain out there now, but I am tracking a better opportunity for showers and storms when you need that umbrella. Coming up next in the First Alert forecast.
And something else to look out for. There's a recall issued right now for a food item that Nestle says they need to take off your hands. We'll explain why.
Plus, Action News Jax getting answers about why a private project is shutting down public beach access. Why families say that simply isn't fair.
What to watch tonight, brought to you by Ashley Home Store.
Welcome back, everyone. Sky Action News Jax giving us a bird's eye view here of heavy equipment in the parking lot of Michler's Landing.
That's right. Action News Jax is working to get answers about the decision to close the public park for a private project. As Action News Jax Brittany Donovan shows us, the county says it's for safety reasons.
With these big trucks coming in and out of Michler's Landing all day, it's easy to see how it could be a safety concern for families parking here. We're asking the county what benefit it is to taxpayers for letting this company stage their equipment here. Families pulled into Michler's Landing Monday and saw this sign.
My family's visiting from the West Coast. Wanted to come to a warm beach, you know? Bummer.
13 homeowners have hired a contractor for dune restoration work behind their beachfront homes. At an October 1st commission meeting, a St. Johns County administrator said the contractor would need 25% of Michler's parking lot for the project. But that's not what happened. The county now says, in the interest of public safety, they decided the entire park will close. We talked with one of the 13 homeowners, John Walls, by phone. Did you guys look into any other possible locations for staging the equipment?
Oh, we absolutely did. And that was our intent all along, was to try to use any other access point and not have to tie up Michler's. But just because of the equipment that's involved and the scale of the operation, Michler's became the only real safe alternative.
A county spokesperson tells me it's not being paid for use of the public lot, but he says all beach visitors will benefit from a better fortified beach. And new restrooms and showers are being put in during the closure.
I understand what they're doing. I just wish that we were able to still approach the beach safely.
Right now, we're expected to see these closures at Michler's Landing until February, but ahead at 5, what that homeowner behind the project, when he tells me it could be done ahead of schedule. Reporting in St. Johns County, Brittany Donovan, CBS 47, Action News Jax.
Supposed to be a sweet treat, but it's hitting a sour note. Nestle is recalling a pre-made refrigerated Toll House cookie dough. The company says that rubber pieces were reportedly found in the dough. Products affected are the Toll House cookie dough bars, tabs, and cube-shaped chubs, as well as the M&M branded cookie dough. The recalled products were made between July and October, and they have a batch code of 9189 through 9295.
We're working on much more for you ahead on CBS 47 and Fox 30. Action News Jax at 5:45 tonight.
Action News Jax anchors John Bachman and Tanika Hughes have a preview.
Parents say children are being turned away from local charter schools.
That's after they say the schools found out the children had disabilities.
His enrollment was initially accepted until they found out he had autism. Once they found that out, they said, well, we don't think he's a good fit anymore, and they denied it.
Action News Jax investigates how some local schools are getting away with denying our most vulnerable children.
That's today at 5:45 on CBS 47 and Fox 30.
Now, certified Jacksonville's most accurate forecast. Action News Jax First Alert Weather.
Nice and warm here as we are during the lunch hour here on Monday. 84 degrees in Orange Park. And our Riverside First Alert Skycam network here shows a pretty good example of something you're going to see for the rest of the day. Look at the dark bottom of the cloud here. We're looking out toward the east. Here's downtown Jacksonville. And there are going to be times where it maybe looks like rain out there through this afternoon and into the evening. There is some blue sky here at times, though. It is going to be one of these days where there may be a sprinkle here or there, but for the most part, it's going to be a dry second half of the day. There's no rain right now on 5-Sweep First Alert Doppler HD, but as we roll through this afternoon and into the evening, watch as there are just a few green dots that show on the map here. This is mainly along and east of I-95, where we may see an isolated coastal shower, mainly in northeast Florida. Most neighborhoods, though, are going to be dry through the evening commute, so you may just be dealing with a spotty hit or miss shower for your drive home. This is overnight, early Tuesday morning, 3 o'clock there on the timeline. A few showers scattered around. We're going to keep that onshore wind out of the east off the cooler Atlantic, and that means there may be some rain around, and it may last through your morning commute tomorrow, mainly up in southeast Georgia. You see how the rain, it just kind of rotates up here from the south and east. But over I-95 in northeast Florida, not a whole lot of rain. I'm going to be here tracking that very closely for you in the morning. Then Tuesday afternoon, you see a little bit more shower, and we may have a few thunderstorms around as well. Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish we'll be tracking those. That rain opportunity, it stays up Wednesday, dropping a little bit on Thursday, and then Friday, it is looking pretty wet. I'm expecting scattered and potentially numerous showers and thunderstorms. And this is a fairly wet pattern that we're going to be in, especially for the second half of the week. Look at some of the rain totals here. I took the timeline all the way out through Friday, so we're looking most of this week. This is not going to be an all-day, every-day kind of rain, but some neighborhoods you see picking up between 1 and 2 inches of rain, and a lot of the area is getting in on some of that much-needed rainfall. Your weekend, that's always in view here in the First Alert 7-day forecast, but we got to get through a little bit of a warming trend, too. Up to 80 degrees Thursday and Friday. Friday is looking like the wettest day of this upcoming work week with a few showers today through Thursday. And then there's your weekend. We have a cool down headed our way again. Morning lows down to the 50s and upper 40s with just a few showers by the time we reach Sunday. You can download the Action News Jax First Alert Weather app. It'll notify you when heavy rain moves in. Just go to actionnewsjax.com and join Chief Meteorologist Mike Burris today at 5, timing out the showers.
A massive ship stuck for the last century near one of the natural wonders of the world. Why it's now just popping up.
Fun and functional? Mom and Dad, while you clean, let the little ones help out. Really, the big idea for little ones from Dyson. Could there be a problem with child labor laws for this one? But Dyson is getting the kids started early to help you out, Mom and Dad, with some chores around the house, like vacuuming. The company says it engages kids to think about doing their chores, but it's fun. The cost is generally around $30 on Amazon.
Stuck at the top of Niagara Falls for over 100 years, historians say this flat-bottomed ship used to carry cargo in shallow waters, but it dislodged on a Halloween night. Now it's about 150 feet down the river. New at 5 o'clock, a woman says she was scammed by a person posing as a local cable worker. How he was able to talk his way into her home and take her money.
All right, Weimar's next.
Shut it off. Microphone.